My name is Allie Pepper. I'm an Australian mountaineer. My project is to climb all 14 of the world's 8,000-meter mountains without using supplementary oxygen to the true summits in the world's fastest time. I'm aiming to complete my project in 2 years. This spring season in Nepal, I summited along with my partner Mikhail Sherpa and his brother Nima. We summited Annapurna in April, and I've just summited Makalu without oxygen, both without oxygen, but Makalu is the highest I've been without oxygen at 8,485 meters. We made the summit on May 6th. So I think Makalu was the most challenging because it was the longest summit day. It was 29 hours. Annapurna was 21 hours and 40 minutes. And also because it's higher. So the way was very long. But apart from how long the way was, the height, not being that height at that height before, like I've been close to. I've been to 8,450 when I attempted Everest without oxygen last year. But yeah, the height is very slow the higher you get walking, and that was the challenge. Just to stay awake, that's one thing, because your whole body wants to sleep when you're that hypoxic at that altitude. So to stay awake was very difficult. So taking just a few steps and then I wanted to stop and sleep the whole way along the summit ridge. This was very painful. And yeah, but when we finally saw the summit, then, and I knew it was close, that was more motivating. Yeah, I feel good because actually I have climbed 5 8,000-meter peaks without oxygen now, but the first one wasn't in my project. It was in 2007, so a long time ago. But now I have like a lot of confidence that I can complete the project from how my season went. To be honest, like to do 2 in a row of these two mountains are quite difficult and dangerous, especially Annapurna, having been there before, having summited before, but ending up using oxygen. To have those 2 now completed in one season, yeah, feels amazing. It's something that I've always dreamed of. So now I feel more confident to continue, and I know now what it takes. I know that I trust the team that I'm climbing with, and I trust my partner Mikhail, and I know that we make the right decisions together. So yeah, having learned that and having these experiences now under my belt from the last 2 years, this helps me to feel confident about the climbing. So it feels amazing to complete them in this more challenging way, and I'm inspired by Andrew Locke, who is the only Australian to complete all 14. He managed to climb all of them without oxygen, apart from Everest. So to be playing in the league of someone that I have always been inspired and looked up to, and now having 5 summits under my belt without using oxygen, for me is it's very rewarding, and I really just want to motivate other women, not in mountaineering per se, but just to show them that they're capable of more. And in my country, mountaineering isn't that well known. So to show a sport that's not so well known, but we're playing this, I'm playing this sport at an international level, and yeah, how difficult it is, like what it takes. I think this will inspire other Australians to, yeah, achieve their own goals and see what they're capable of, and that we don't have to be like, we don't have to have this particular sport in our country. Like, we don't have high mountains in our country, but we have gone and played in like various sports around the world and done really well. So, so I think, yeah, like in terms of the women in Australia, like I hope to inspire them to reach new heights in themselves as well. So, yeah. So the next peaks that I want to climb are Pakistan. I went to Pakistan last year, and I didn't because of a few things, weather and a lot of other things. I didn't submit K2, so I'm looking to go to K2 and Gasherbrum 1, Gasherbrum 2 later in July. Yeah, so on Saturday I go back to Australia, and I'm going to, yeah, share my story in Australia, have a like go to a few events and meetings like this. So yeah, I'm excited to go home and share my story. I love Nepal. I mean, yeah, like my heart is here in Nepal, and I think this is maybe the 16th time I've been here, something like that. So I have spent a lot of time in Nepal. I love Nepal. I love the Himalaya. I love the culture. Yeah, I really also, hope to promote tourism to Nepal through what I'm doing and sharing these amazing like videos and stories from here. And already so many people have said to me that they want to trek to these areas and see the mountain for themselves. And yeah, I think this is like also an important message. So yeah, I love Nepal. I want to support Nepal, and sharing these just absolutely awe-inspiring views. And not just that, but also sharing the culture and sharing the story of the Sherpa people and the Nepali high altitude workers and everyone that it takes to, for me to achieve what I'm achieving. I'm not doing this alone. There's like a huge amount of support that I have, and working with Seven Summers Treks, they employ over 2,000 people, and they change the lives of so many people and their families. So yeah, I want to show that also. There's a lot of causes that I have. So I think I'll like talk a bit about that, because of course, like coming from Australia, I want to return and inspire people from Australia, but it's not just about people in Australia. I want to empower women all over the world. And in particular for me, like part of my story is going through a very rough time when I had a midlife crisis, and I have very severe menopause symptoms. I went through a divorce. I suffered depression. I finally, found this treatment, and I was able to turn my whole life around. And now my body is, strong enough to live my dream. But at the time, I didn't think I'd ever mountaineer again. So I want to, share my story to just like, for so many reasons, like that it's never too late to live your dream. That's one thing. And yes, it takes, hard work, but if you have a passion, then, I think it's never too late in life to start something new. That's another thing. So I aim to, yeah, inspire everyone in this way. And I'm like very much passionate about empowering women, because there is such a equality gap, especially in Nepal, with women in like leadership, women in the workplace, and the access to healthcare, and women's issues. So anything that I can do to help with this, especially in Nepal, because my heart is in Nepal, of course. Yeah, I want to help with that. So now that I have completed the 8,000 meter mountains in my project without oxygen, I feel a lot more confident that I can achieve my goal. And what motivates me is, yeah, that I can inspire other women as well to go through their own personal challenges and climb their own mountains. And yeah, that's it. I'm super motivated and feeling very confident about the climbing now after what I've achieved.